closed captioning of this program is brought to you by Pioneers. Energy for life.
All right, Barbara, this is awesome. You know what? I'm going to enjoy this. What do you think of fishing in Mexico, honey?
Oh, it's pretty awesome.
Don't
The
let
weather
line
is
go loose.
awesome. Oh,
I'm purposely seeing if you're focused, you know, on this fish. Yeah, the weather's been beautiful. I mean, the food excellent, the lodge accommodations, everything. You know, where we're staying is Cardon Lodge, and it's right on the ocean. So every morning we drive about, I'd say 40 minutes to get here. Okay, Barb, I think he's almost ready if you want to reel in a bit more. So at the actual lodge, we're staying up in a beautiful thatched roof room. Hey, that's the nice thing about Brady, you can just hold him up like that. We have beautiful accommodations. It's called the suite. And there's this gorgeous path that takes you down to the main lodge, and at night it's all lighted. And then we're eating in the open air every night. It kind of reminds me of being in South America, you know, when we were fishing in Venezuela for the peacock bass.
right on the ocean.
Yeah, because we're falling asleep to the sound of the ocean, and we're having meals right in front of the ocean with the waves. That's a beautiful bass, Barb.
It is beautiful.
You know, when I saw you fighting it, I saw, by the way, where Barb hooked this fish, if you look right down there where those white birds are, there was a cow sleeping. Maybe all the commotion moved it off, but she cast right back at the back of this creek. And the fish hit literally when the lure hit the water. But anyway, I saw you fighting the fish, so I got the camera already, okay?
Oh,
and look, you're in the
okay.
right position, fisher girl.
Thank
so
you.
if you get a good hold of it,
Yes.
you want to hold it with your right hand?
Sure.
I'm going to take a picture of you. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay, nice grin. You're giving me the fisher grin.
Okay.
For those of you that don't know, on Barb's mother's side, if you just step back a little bit, Barb, their family name was Fisher. Can you believe that? Right, Barb?
Yes, it
Fisher.
was.
So there's a reason why you're fishing and a fisher. Okay, if you hold them up,
Yeah.
and this is perfect. You smile. That's awesome. We got a great shot, Barb.
Thank you.
Okay, do you want to gently put him over the side and hold him for a sec?
Sure.
And then he'll be ready to take off.
Gently.
I know
put
we
him
got
over
all the rods
side.
there. Yeah, just be very careful of the hooks and stuff. Look at this. You know, these fish are so healthy. Okay, Barb, you can just put him down gently and try to suspend him in the water. Oh, there he goes. He wanted to go.
That was a fast release.
That's okay. As I was saying, these fish are so healthy. We've been handling them as little as possible and getting them back in the water. They don't take off like a northern. They actually take off slowly. It's almost like they had nothing to worry about. Most largemouth bass anglers know that poppers are one of the best lures that have ever been invented for fishing topwater, and especially for largemouth that are in shallow water. Now, it used to be that fishermen only had a hula popper, which is a very old lure. Today, there are so many different types of poppers on the market. I'm using a 9-centimeter Rapala Skitter Pop. That's what this is right here. And this particular one you can see is pretty beat up. It's had a few fish on it. And this one is in silver with a little bit of orange and blue back. Now, I've been using a bait casting outfit alternating between a left-handed bait caster and a right-handed bait caster. And Barbara's been using a spinning outfit. You can fish topwater very effectively on either one. I like to use the bait caster because I can slow my line down as my lure is approaching the shoreline, and I can stop it most of the time. Sometimes I actually hit the rocks, but in most cases you can really control the distance that you're casting. Now, both the Skitter Pop and also the Skitter Walk, which is the lure that I have here, work really well for largemouth bass as long as the conditions are right. I just wanted to take this lure in my hand because I want you to hear how loud the rattles are. So whenever the Skitter Walk goes from side to side, those rattle engage. Okay, so if you're planning on doing any largemouth bass fishing, the Skitter Pops are excellent lures, or even the Skitter Walk, as long as it's warm enough and the fish are in shallow water so that they'll come up for them. You know, Barb just made a cast into that little cubby hole, And she's hooked a beautiful bass.
Wow.
Okay?
Oh,
Easy,
it's
Barb.
so
Yeah, go
beautiful.
back just a bit, Barb. If it goes to jump, try to keep the line down so that
Okay.
it doesn't come too far out of the water.
Okay.
Okay? What you can't do is give it slack line, hon. So you're
Okay.
doing good.
Okay.
Big largemouth on Topwater.
Oh.
What a go, Barb. You know what? I'm going to get the camera ready. I think that's bigger than my last one, Barb.
Really?
A gorgeous
Awesome.
largemouth. You wait till you hold him, hon. Look at this.
Oh, he's beautiful.
Look at, oh, and the popper, the front back hook came out. So we just got the front one in. So we're going to be getting him back in the water real quickly, but I want to get a photo. You know, it's really important to have pliers with you. And as you can see, I've got mine on the side of my pants on my belt. And I'm going to try to get this out there without hurting him. Barb? Okay, you're going to stand right here. You have to
Okay.
turn your... actually, you're standing perfectly. I'm all excited, okay? You got to put the rod down, hon.
Okay.
And step back a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, so we're going to get Aldo in the shot as well.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he's going to wind the line. You ready? He's going to be heavy. You got him? You got him?
Yeah.
Don't drop him. Beautiful. Okay. You know what? I'm going
How
to
about
give
I
you...
get one with a picture of you?
Well, you know what? We're going to get him back just because we've had him out. So if you want to gently suspend him, you may want to get down on your knees. I move the rods over, okay?
Okay.
So don't drop him. So kneel down and try to keep him horizontal in the water,
Okay.
because that way he'll get to breathe a little bit and then he can take off. I mean, a lot of guys just throw the fish, okay? So hold him for a little bit. Turn him a little bit for the camera so you can see how beautiful his sides are. Look at that. What a thick largemouth. That's a beautiful fish, Barb.
He is.
I'm guessing he's 6 or 7 pounds.
Can we
That's my
measure
guess.
him?
We can. There's the tape measure right here, honey.
Okay.
Okay, so just put his head right here. And he's 22 and a half inches long, so maybe he's over 7 pounds. It's a beautiful largemouth.
He is.
Okay, just hold him there. He's probably going to be able to take off real quick. He's ready.
Is he ready?
Yep, you can let go of him anytime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He wants to go.
Yeah.
He wants to go down.
there he goes.
Bye.
Well done. Okay, Barbara, high five.
Yay.
Was that your first cast after we came down here?
Yes.